My name is Amy Monaghan and I'm a second year in civil engineering in DIT. I chose civil engineering because I had an interest in all aspects of the engineering, but civil really stood out to me because I loved working with structures. I had such an interest in making things that benefited people in general. I'm really interested in how broad it was as well and how it travels really well, because it's wherever you go, civil is always the same and mechanics and structures are always the same.
Hi, I'm Yerwin. I'm a third-year structural student in DIT. Initially, I was going to choose UCD, but DIT was my second choice because I heard that it was more practical. But I really didn't believe that until I actually came to DIT. When I was in second year civil, I realized that there was a lot more practical side and just learning a lot more.
My name is Uoma Ogoro. I'm a third year engineering student in DIT, structural engineering. Well, DIT is, I know it's a great college for engineering. I chose structural engineering because I'm very into designing and just buildings in general and just structures. And so I thought structural engineering would suit me more for what I like rather than civil engineering.
Hi, my name is Paul. I'm a recent graduate of DIT and I'm currently working as a structural engineer, graduate structural engineer in the industry. I wasn't planning on going to do a 4-year course in structural engineering, so I decided to do a part-time course. And after completing successfully 3-year part-time course, I decided I was offered actually the place in the honors degree course, and I continued doing level 8 and further level 9.
I chose DIT firstly because my cousin actually went there, and secondly because I've always felt it's the best place for engineers in Ireland because it's real, not book-based learning, but they give you a lot of experience as well, and it's a lot of learning with your hands, and I feel you learn better by doing physical things instead of all book-based learning.
My name is Owen Fitzgerald and I'm a first-year student here in DIT studying engineering. We're currently building a bridge that has to span over 6 metres, and the idea was it has to be used in an emergency situation in a third world country. So we had to take that into consideration when we were designing it.
I am Jessica Byrne. I'm a student here at DIT studying engineering. The project that we're working on at the minute is a design and build project. It's a design of a bridge to span 6 metres. First we had to analyse it, we had to find out where the forces were. At the minute we're building it, and next week we're going to test it.
It's probably the closest thing in the whole course to actual engineering, what we're going to be doing when we actually qualify. When we qualify, we're not going to be sitting in lectures taking notes. We're not going to be in a lab doing experiments. We're actually going to be out building projects and working on projects. Started by doing a bit of research to see what we had available to us in Nairobi, and then we started looking at different types of bridges, what sort of bridges have been done before, and then we came up with an idea, and then we finalised the idea, and now we're actually working on it and it's going to be tested next week.
I think they're very beneficial. It gets you to work on skills that you won't really learn that much in the classroom. Like teamwork, that's something you have to learn. You have to do it to learn it properly. These projects help you build confidence.
My favourite subject, I have to say, is maths. I just love maths. I like just solving problems, and I love the feeling when you just get the right answer.
A lot of people say oh, if you don't like maths, don't do engineering, but I don't love maths, but you get used to it. You're doing maths non-stop the whole time, so you kind of just forget you're doing maths after a while. And also people talk about how hard it is, but it is very hands-on. So
The biggest challenge is really just time. In engineering there is a lot of work, so you can't just leave it till the last moment, I guess.
I think teamwork is an extremely important skill for civil engineers. Every project I have is working with people. When you go out into the real working world, you're working as part of a team, and not just with engineers but with architects and builders and all different types of people. So I think teamwork is extremely important.
Although working with people was probably the most enjoyable bit, a bit awkward sometimes with teamwork, there's communication problems there.
But other than that, it was mostly just making people be there at the right times.
did you feel the project worked out?
It went really well. Well, walked over it in the end, so.
Yeah, and you know, it's like Shim falling, so I wasn't happy that she was wearing the wet gear, but you know, she wasn't very confident. Look, she got over Shim falling, and all worked a treat.
And are you confident your grades are intact?
Oh yeah, grades are intact. Future structural engineers there, I think.
Yeah, lectures were very approachable. Our class was relatively small, so it was easy to approach the lecturer to ask the questions, and you always get a reply and answer, you know.
Very approachable. They know you all by name. You can ask them anything. You can see them outside of class if you have a problem. You have their email address.
I'd say to any girls doing engineering, I'd say go for it. Like it's really fun. You get to meet a lot of people.
I would give any girl a heads up to do it. I think it was a great decision for me. I think there's a lot of people out there who will say it's just for boys, but I think it's brilliant, and I think you shouldn't let that hold you back at all.